It was nighttime in the sheds when all the engines were resting. The controller came to the sheds. I need 2 engines for the job tonight. Originally, Paula was going to take it, but he had engine problems. The job is a maintenance of way job. Would anyone take his job? Asked the controller.
Ethan and I can take it, replied Gibby. Yeah, we can take it, said Ethan. Gibby and Ethan were selected. They picked up the crew and a few maintenance of way freight cars. They head up to the desert junction. While the maintenance of way crew were fixing the track, Ethan saw something in the right. I wonder who it is, questioned Ethan. But that last train had passed us already. Are you sure that's a train? Asked Ethan's crew. Yes, I saw. Ethan was in shock. The train Ethan was seeing had disappeared. I swear, I saw it with my own eyes, exclaimed Ethan. You must be dreaming, replied the crew.
The maintenance of way crew was done replacing the rail. They were tired, so they were ready to head back to the yards. As Ethan was going backwards, one of the crew saw something. Stop! There's a train! Exclaimed one person. Well, crap, said Ethan. Ethan and Gibby tried to brake hard. They finally came to a stop. Hold on, there was a train, said one person from the crew. I swear, I saw it too, said Gibby. They headed back to the yards to rest. That's strange. Hopefully it's not Clinchfield 311, said Andy. Really, Andy? Does Clinchfield 311 has something to do with this? Replied Spencer. Nah, I was just joking. But it's kinda similar to the Clinchfield curse, added Andy. You're kidding, right? Clinchfield 311 is supposed to be at the Campton Southwestern Railroad. So no, I didn't encounter with it, replied Ethan. Don't you have another job tonight? I'll tell the controller I'll join, said Freddie. I will too, replied Andy. Enough talking. You guys can talk about it later, said Mr. Sikowitz. Andy was assigned to shun freight cars in the harbor. Andy saw Chase, Michael, Lola Martinez, Zoe, Robbie, Drake, and Tori in the harbor. He was looking worried and not to tell anyone. There, He shunted container cars into an intermodal train, and the train departed. Later, Drake came to see Andy. I've heard you're talking about something about that light behind Ethan and Gibby, said Drake.
Yeah, I know. I'll get out tonight with Ethan, so I'll make sure to look out, replied Andy. What's all about this? Asked Tori. Yeah, Andy, you kinda looked worried, added Alexa. It's just something was in the desert. Forget it, answered Andy.
The night was rising at the sheds when the manager came. I need 4 engines for the job. There's a train taken to the desert yards and a coal train near the desert yards and take it to the unloading plant. You could just leave it there. Another engine will take it to the unloading plant, said the controller. Alright, let's go, readied Andy. Ethan, Andy, Gibby, and Freddie were on the main line to the desert yards. Everything was fine until they reached the junction where there's 2 directions. Ethan heard a whistle, so then he stopped. Why did you stop? Everything was supposed to be clear, right? I heard something, so I had to stop, replied Ethan. There, in front of Ethan, a ghost had appeared in front of Ethan. Ethan couldn't stop shaking when he saw it. Andy and Gibby saw it. They were scared. No, I'm not dreaming, said Ethan. Oh God, I'm scared as hell, said Andy, scared. Finally, the ghost whistled and disappeared. They arrived at the desert yards. Then they dropped off their train and picked up a coal train. They set off to the plant and it was starting to get rainy. God damn it. I hate rain, complained Ethan. We could deliver this train in a couple of minutes. Just stop complaining, replied Freddy. They arrived at the coal plant. They eventually dropped it off and were ready to head back to the yards. But as Freddy led back to the yards, he stopped outside of Blue Sky. Seriously, we need to head back, said Andy. I swear, I heard something, said Freddy, scared. He actually heard something. The ghost had appeared in front of him. Freddy was really scared that he had to head back to the sheds to get away from the ghost. Ethan, Andy, Gibby, and Freddy slept into morning, until Freddy looked on his left. Holy crap, it's that ghost! Yelled Freddy. Calm down. I know that ghost. Besides, that ghost doesn't hurt no one, said Chase. Or like that one Clinchfield story when 311 kills people and engines, added Andy. Andy, stop saying that. Clinchfield 311 is different than this ghost, replied Sam. Weren't you at this rally before? Asked Tori. Yes, a long time ago, before all of you came. I was a good engine into one night. I was taking a freight train to the yards, but I saw another train ahead. I tried to stop, but it was too late. Whoa, were you going fast? Asked Ethan. Yeah, I was late, but anyways, I gotta go. Bye everyone, said the ghost. Bye, replied Andy. The ghost disappeared, and everything was back to normal. The engines worked harder during the week. Ah, this weather is calm and great, said Andy. Yeah, let's keep working to get the job done, agreed Gabriel. Andy, Gabriel, and the other engines tried to get jobs done on time. Into one day, to be continued.